Thanks for watching ERi-TV, dear viewers. Welcome to our news broadcast. Here are the headlines. Eritrea's ambassador to Sudan holds seminar to nationals in Khartoum. Training in Northern Red Sea on social science to 58 youth. Poland signs $5.8 billion US dollars arms deal with South Korea. Lukashenko says Belarus warplanes modified to carry nuclear arms. In our domestic news, Eritrean ambassador to the Republic of Sudan, Mr. Isa Ahmed Isa, conducted seminar on 26 August to nationals in Khartoum, focusing on the objective situation in the homeland as well as regional developments. Ambassador Isa called on the nationals to strengthen organization, unity and cooperation as well as participation in the national affairs, indicating that the external conspiracies and hostilities have not changed. Ambassador Isa called on the nationals in general and the youth in particular to stay resilient and defy all external conspiracies and attempts to derail the national development programs, pointing out that Eritrea is tirelessly working to ensure regional cooperation and engagement. Ambassador Isa expressed readiness of the embassy to stand alongside the communities and national associations in all their endeavors. Ambassador Isa also said that the Eritrean embassy is exerting strong efforts to ease the challenges that the Eritrean people residing in Sudan are facing. Expressing the efforts undertaken to address the shortcomings in the consular service, Ambassador Isa commended the infrastructure put in place and contribution of staff members with a view to provide timely consular service. At the event, Ambassador Isa handed over certificates of recognition to those that contributed in national affairs and holidays. The National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in the Northern Red Sea region organized training program on social science to 58 youth from Af'abet, Nakfa and Qarura. The training included basic ideology, importance of organization, concept of nation and nationalism, short history of Eritrea, cadre and its significance, as well as information technology. The trainees also incorporated film shows, tour to historical places, as well as popular campaign. Speaking at the concluding event of the training, Mr. Salah Ahmedin, chairman of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students, NUIS, called on the trainees to strengthen participation in the national affairs and partners to conduct integrated efforts in addressing issues of youth, pointing out that without education any development could not be registered. Mr. Ahmed Mohamed Noor Rajib, administrator of Af'abet subzone, called on trainees to practically develop their capacity and become exemplary to their peer groups. Mr. Ahmed also expressed readiness of the subzonal administration to stand alongside the union in all its endeavors. The National Deaf Association organized 6-month training to 31 youth, including 20 females from various institutions on sign language. At the concluding event of the training, Mr. Waldesgi Gabrakal, legal advisor and sign language expert of the association, said that the theoretical and practical training will be organized to more youth. Mr. Daniel Gabramariam, head of the branch office of the association in the central region, indicated that the objective of the training was to develop the language as a medium of communication and ease challenges that people with hearing impairments that may face in their daily activities. Mr. Wilde Mikhail Sele, chairman of the association, on his part, said that the effort to establish school for the deaf citizens has registered encouraging results, and so far schools have been established in Karen, Hamal Malo, Agordat, Mandafara and Takamhare, and negotiations is underway with the Ministry of Education to establish more schools in various parts of the country. The National Deaf Association was established in June of 1998 and has so far been with an association with a capacity of 4,000 members. That was our domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international right after a short break. Poland has sealed a weapons deal worth $5.8 billion South Korea for the purchase of tanks, howitzers and ammunition as East European nation aims to replace armaments shipped to Ukraine. Under the military contract with South Korea, Poland, a member of the US-led NATO military alliance, is purchasing 120 K2 Black Panther tanks made by Hyundai, Rotorn, and worth $3.4 billion, as well as 212 kilograms of Thunder howitzer built by Hanwha Defense and worth $2.4 billion. The deals also include training, logistics, and ammunition. All of the weapons are expected to be delivered by the end of 2025, according to reports. Warsaw and Seoul also plan to sign an additional arms deal later this year for the purchase of 12 Fa-50 warplanes, a light training and combat aircraft jointly produced by Korea Aerospace and major American arms maker Lockheed Martin. Poland is also seeking a technology transfer from Korea so it can launch weapons production domestically. Poland, along with most other European nations and the US, has shipped military equipment to Ukraine in the past 6 months as part of a US-led move to help Kiev wage a major battle against Russian forces. The development came and reports that Washington plans to declare an additional $3 billion military aid for Ukraine in face of Russia's operation in the ex-Soviet Republic. The package would be the largest batch of weapons to be handed to Ukraine since February of 24. Washington has already provided Ukraine with $10.6 billion in military aid since the launch of the Russian operation. Belarus said it has agreed to modernize Belarusian warplanes with Russia. President Alexander Lukashenko says the Belarusian military's Su-24 warplanes have been modified to carry nuclear weapons and that Minsk would react immediately if the West caused any problems. Belarus, an ally of Moscow, does not have its own nuclear weapons. Lukashenko, who has allowed Russian forces to use Belarusian territory to launch attacks against Ukraine, did not go into details about how a weapons transfer from Moscow might take place. Lukashenko was talking about potential future threat from neighboring Poland, a NATO member, while saying he was confident that the Polish military, unlike Warsaw's politicians, understood how Minsk would respond to what he called any escalation. His overall remarks appear to be referring to potential threats from the West in general. Please stay tuned for a recap of tonight's headlines. Eritrea's ambassador to Sudan holds seminar to nationals in Khartoum. Training in North Red Sea on social science to 58 youth. Poland signs $5.8 billion arm deal with South Korea. Lukashenko says Belarus warplanes modified to carry nuclear arms. And that was our news for tonight, dear viewers. It is good night from us.